It's Wednesday, June 19th, about 1:30. Bill's taking a little lunch break, and he's going to talk to us about some fishing.
Yep.
So what can you tell us, Bill?
Well, the fishing right now, it's been fantastic. We got beautiful weather, and, there's quite a few fish around, and just every day it's getting better and better. So, very content. And we're finding some nice fish at that every once in a while, too.
Where are you finding them?
Well, this morning we're actually up between second and first, and we found some really, really surprisingly nice fish up there. So it's pretty cool.
In the river?
Yeah, between Second and First Connecticut Lake and the Connecticut River. Yep, that's a fly fishing only stretch, all catch and release.
How about the brooks and ponds? Are those fishing well too?
Yeah, the ponds have been red hot. We've been crushing them in the ponds, and we've been fishing a lot of the small streams. Basically any blue line on the gazetteer, you go find it, and you're going to find some small native brookies. And this is actually one of the flies that I really like to fish for that. So it's a good prospecting fly. If you have never been to the water before and you think there may be fish there, you can pitch this little guy along. And also a gray woolly bugger with a bead head, but I really like this one. It's white, you can see it very well, and the brookies just, if they're there, you're going to see them. So I usually start with that, and then then I might go to a caddis or something like that afterwards. But.
Sure, that's something you make yourself?
Yep, it's a real simple tie. I call it a Bambino, and literally it's a couple minutes, and I'm going to show you how I tie that up right now.
Okay.
So it's a lot of it, just like a lot of things, is all personal preference, but I just start with a heavy gauge nymph hook, size 10, and I put a tungsten bead on there. That's a 5/32 tungsten bead. I prefer the heavier bead because you can get the fly down that way, and if you want to keep it up off the bottom, you just put a little bit more tension on it with a rod tip, and she'll stay higher. But I always like to be able to get deeper, just in case you find those deeper holes. So we just throw the bead on there. I've already pinched the barb. I'm just going to start with my thread wrap in there. Just going to wrap it forward and make a nice little base. And the greatest thing about this fly is that it's you can change it up however you want and put whatever colors in there you want. If you want a gray back or tie it in olive. But once again, I like it in white because you can see it. And having a good visual on it, especially fishing the small brookie streams, is pretty key. I just take a little bit of white marabou, lash it to the top, tie that in, give her a trim, a white marabou on the bottom. I know we're getting pretty technical here, so just try and stay with me. Tie that in, wrap it up nice and tight, give it a little haircut. There you go. I'm just going to lash that in there really good. Put in a lot of thread, tighten it right down. And in all reality, you can leave that just like that. But what I like to do is just take a little hairline dubbing, wet my thread. And this is just going to cover the thread wraps, give it a nice little collar. Once again, you can use whatever color you like. A little slate blue sometimes works pretty well. Make it look like a little cheek plate. Boom, boom, boom. Whip finisher. Just covers the thread wraps. Oop, there we go. There we go. Very generous with the head cement because I not really care whether it's sloppy or not. It's still going to fish just fine. So
this is something for our fly tying audience.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't sell this one in the shop. How about some suggestions for the shop?
Once again, the gray woolly bugger with a bead on it, fantastic for your small streams. And what we've been doing a lot was doing the gray woolly bugger and doing a little hatching pupa off the back of it, or a little caddis emerger off the back of it, beadhead pheasant tail emerger, and just slaying them.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you get back to lunch, and thanks for your time, Bill.
All right. You guys have a good day.